Alrighty, welcome back to the PBE. I played a handful of games on PBE and I was trying some things out. And one of the things that really stuck for me was this new item on Nocturne. So, with the old staple of Nocturne's first item was Stride Breaker, which remember gave us like every stat in the game: ability haste, AD, attack speed, HP, movement speed, a slow, and an active that dealt damage around us. So it gave you so much packed into one item. But that item's changed here on PBE. Stride Breaker now no longer gives us ability haste, and the active no longer deals damage. I think it's a little bit less AD, and then more HP. So it's more of a utility item. Nocturne does not care about a little bit of utility. We want to kill that guy that we get on top of. So we need a new item. And the new item that I found here is Experimental Hexplate. This gives us 55 AD, 20% attack speed, and 300 HP. You might be thinking, that's a little bit less stats, what's the deal? Well, check out the passes. We got Hex Charge, gain 30 haste for your ultimate. No matter what you did, you're not getting 30 haste from one completed item on live on Nocturne. You can get Boots Lucidity and a Stride Breaker, but with this, you just get it straight out. So that makes your ulti on a much lower cooldown in the early game. And it really, after playing with it too, it really made me realize that Nocturne doesn't care about ability haste so much as he does ultimate haste. And I kind of came to that conclusion with Ultimate Hunter in comparison to Free Boots and Cosmic Insight while playing Unranked to Diamond on Nocturne. Because the more ult you have, the more impactful, the more valuable the champion is. He's so reliant on it. And it's also more opportunities. That's what you really create with more ultis. So we get more ultis with this item, and you get the passive Overdrive. After casting your ultimate, you gain 35% attack speed and 15% bonus movement speed. Oh, just for 3 seconds? No, for 8 seconds. 8 seconds, okay? Let's ult someone real quick. And remember, you're trying to stay on top of them with that fear. So ulti, Q, E, and then moving, auto. We still got the bonus movement speed. We're moving, we're moving, we're moving, it's done. You maintain that bonus movement speed for such an outrageous amount of time. And you might be thinking, why would they do that? Well, now the map's a whole lot bigger. You got wide lanes. So there is an argument for it, where you do need quite some time. I can see this item being nerfed to 6 seconds. But yeah, so you maintain that movement speed and you'll be able to stay on top of the target you're hitting, as well as having a bunch of attack speed. And that attack speed will allow you to build up that lethal tempo. And as always with attack speed on Nocturne, you get this free AD from your Q. So effectively in the early game, you're going to have 50 AD from your Q, 50 AD from this. It's 100 AD. And then you get effectively 55% attack speed just from one item completed whenever you ulti. And then you build up lethal tempo that gives you a brilliant attack speed as well. It's so crazy of like a first item for Nocturne. I don't think it's ever been better for him. Now when you look at these components too, it's Noon Quiver, more clear speed, and then Tunneler. It's kind of like a Yu-Gi-Oh card that has a lot of stats and no effect. 15 AD, 250 HP. 250 HP is where that really comes in because you can have that just be sitting on the component and then still gaining value from that. Second item would probably be Black Cleaver, and then things look pretty similar from there. But in this video will be a compilation of all the games that I played on PBE with this build. It's going to be 3 games, which don't freak out too much. Most of them are pretty short because PBE is either 10 minutes or 50 minutes. So you get a look at what the map changes and jungle changes do. A little bit of a look at like the new stuff like Void Grubs. And mainly it's focused on this Experimental Hexplate. It's such a good item for Nocturne. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Hope you learn a little bit and are better prepared for next season. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Peace. Welcome to the PBE. We're going to be trying out a couple of the new items. If you're not used to it, I mean, here's the map. She's looking weird. Look at that big rock. You know, how long would that take to mine in Lego Fortnite? At least like 10 seconds. Thunk. Thunk. Here's what the river looks like. The general changes to the map really, it's like, look how big, you know? Everything's just kind of bigger. It's a Texas edition of of the lanes nowadays. So, suppose that makes ganking a little bit weaker. Jungle camps have stayed the same, for the most part. There's minor changes to the jungle pet and whatnot. And then we have the Void Grubs, which are this minor buff that gives you damage to the turrets whenever you or your team hits them. And it's a global buff that you get to play for if you path topside, which we'll be doing this game. We'll be pathing top since melee matchup and basically a melee matchup. So, even though we're Nocturne, we can still fight at the end of our clear. And then the item that I'll be going for is the experimental hexplate. This bad boy is super weird because one thing with the new items, since they removed Mythic, is that you're not getting a lot of stats on your first item. But with Hextech experimental hexplate, this kind of breaks that rule for Nocturne at least. So we get 55 AD, 20% attack speed, and 300 HP. And the key thing that we're missing is ability haste, but that's okay. Because once we complete the item, we get 30 haste for our ultimate. So that's going to be surpassing what could have been achieved with other items, like combined in the early game in last season. All that we're really missing is the ability haste on the Q, the W, and the E. But that's okay. And then it also gives us this bonus of when we ulti, we get 35% attack speed and 15% bonus movement speed, which seems pretty good for Nocturne. So, AD, HP, and just more ultis. That sounds like a great deal. And then what I'm thinking, after that we do Axiom Arc. Axiom Arc, basically the same item. A lot of ability haste, and whenever we get a kill and assist, we... Nice. We get a refund on our ulti cooldown. So we're level 4, let's enter the river here. That guy already died. Lilia's pathing bot, so it's a free scuttle. That is no problem at all. I guess with the river dynamic too. It's hard to say how it will change out fights. Auto. Oh, I don't have smite. Aw. Auto. Auto. Q. Auto. W. Auto. Auto. Flash. E. Auto. 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 Q. Auto. Auto. Smack. 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 Oh, smack. Smack. Damn, I'm trying to avoid set that entire time. Run! Ugh. Nice, I still have 1300. So the weird thing with this is that it builds out a Noon Quiver. Noon Quiver, the same item, 30 AD, 15% attack speed, and whenever you auto attack any minion or monster, you deal an additional 20 physical damage. So it just speeds up your clear. And that's where it seems pretty juiced, this as a first item for Nocturne. Speeds up our clear, gives us more ults. It seems so strong. And then the other item here is the Tunneler, 15 AD. 250 HP, which is not bad. It's an extra 100 HP off the Ruby Crystal. Yeah, just 80 HP and then that clear speed. It seems super good. So back to our camps here. We're going to look to do another clear here. This will get us to level 5. And then we can just meet Lily on the top side again. But now the Void Grubs will be spawned. So we'll have something to fight over on the top side. And most importantly too, we'll be level 5 and our lanes will be level 6. Both solo lanes will probably be level 6. So whenever you fight for the Void Grubs on turn 2 like this, that's something where you can kind of leverage your solo lane or have to be careful of the enemy solo lane being level 6. It can be a real problem for us. But it looks like both of my lanes have control, so let's do Raptors and then skip our Golems and look to take those Void Grubs. Lilia took a small detour into the bot side too, so it should be pretty free. You only have so much time to play with. And here's the Void Grubs if you haven't seen them. They look pretty ugly. What we want to do is pull them towards us, since they're ranged, so then our AoE can be applied to all of them. Saving our E so that we can fear if we have to. And whenever you kill one, the other one gets a shield. But yeah, they don't really deal damage for now, it seems, and they're pretty easy to take. I'm not gonna fight this guy. I don't have my solo lanes here. But this wave is bouncing, so let's go ahead and stay top. I'm gonna try to get a gank off. We only have a little bush to play with now, but we can make it work. E, Q, auto, 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 W, auto, auto, auto. Well, that's easy. I think I got right-clicked. Nice, and that's going to give me enough gold for my tunneler. Oh, nice. Heck yeah, that's a good power spike. It's so, I mean, like literally it is though, because instead of having a 10 AD and 150 HP, we go 15 AD, 250 HP. But then the snowball aspect is going to be where we have more HP rather than more AD. That's really where it seems how a lot of the items are balanced, the first items at least, where you get tankier, so if the enemy tries to fight you, they lose. But it seems like they took away a little bit of smashing the enemy into submission and then ramping clear speed by getting more damage early. So we'll see how that really plays out. Let's skip our camps here, look for an ulti bot, and then see what we can do. Because these guys are pretty screwed when they move up the lane. Ulti! Q, E, W, auto. Nice, the fear got off. Auto, 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 auto. Nice. Can't reach that guy. Q. Damn, that used like all of my mana. And back to my camps. Float on back. A lot of distance you have to cover now too. I've said it before, but I really feel like boots are going to be a lot stronger because of that. Smack. Q.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, he lives. So back to our camps. Clean these bad boys up, get some golden XP. We have the experimental hexplate in the base. But since our ulti's on cooldown for now, let's go ahead and do most of the camps and then reset. Then on our next play, we can look for an ulti that will be drastically reduced in cooldown because we'll have that 30 haste, and also will be a lot stronger. And if we get some good ultis, then we can start getting the dragon. Honestly, I think it's kind of smart how they changed the jungle, now that I'm thinking about it. They kept, like, the jungle clear pretty much the same, but then changed the river, and then changed the entrances. So if you were to invade or attack, then things would be different. I mean, Lilia finally clears that Rift Herald, but doesn't matter. A little bit much down here, huh? Well played. That's that PBE Z. So now we got the experimental hexplate. We have 30 ability haste on our ulti, so it's only an 84-second cooldown. First ulti. We got 4 stacks in Ultimate Hunter, but you know what I mean? Ulti. Q, E, W, auto, 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 auto. I am not moving back into that. Nice. So it gives us that initial attack speed and that movement speed. It's going to always help us stay on people. And then with the attack speed, you're going to be building up lethal tempo as well. So you're always just going to have this massive amount of attack speed on top of like this bonus AD that you get from the Q. It's a really, really strong item, I think. To have like the tankiness built in too where you get HP, that's a lot. That's a lot when a lot of champions aren't getting a lot on their first item. Alrighty, back to our camps. Our ulti is going to be up in no time. It feels like I have to do 2 camps, then my ulti's back up. Now we do have 5 stacks of Ultimate Hunter. That helps. That's a little PBE bonus right there. That won't happen on live, but I'll take it. Next item here, Axiom Mark. A little bit of lethality, a little bit of ability haste. Now it's not building out of Serrated Dirk anymore. Builds out of the Brutalizer, which you share stats. AD, ability haste, and lethality. You get a mix of all of those, rather than getting the raw lethality from Serrated Dirk. 10 seconds on my ulti. The Void Grubs have respawned too. If we get these, then we get the full effect of the buff, which would give us bonus damage to turrets, but then also where the Void Grubs will spawn when you hit the turrets. So it's kind of like Bel'Veth's funny minions. Smite! Moving. E. Moving. Auto. Q. Auto. Auto. W. Auto. 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 Bye-bye. Moving. Auto. Auto. Now I don't have a W for this guy, so it does make it a bit dicey. I'm fine. He don't deal damage. No ulti needed today. Schmack, schmack, and there's gonna be the forfeit. Alrighty, GG. See you in the next game. You know how this goes. Alrighty, welcome back. Game 2. We're against Hecarim. Same build here. Mr. Hex, experimental hexplate. Now I was thinking, Futures Market gains some value with this sort of item because completing the components is very big. Getting Noon Quiver on first recall and then completing the entire experimental hexplate becomes pretty big. Because you get so much on the completion versus the stats here. You get 5 extra attack speed and then 10 extra AD on completion. But the real juice is obviously in those passives, Hex Charged and Overdrive. It's kind of funny actually, I didn't notice. This has a cooldown on the Overdrive part. So the bonus attack speed and bonus movement speed you would get has a 30-second cooldown in case you would have 2 ultis at once. Dude, Nocturne can still get stuck on that small golem like that. That's so weird. But yep, we're gonna full clear. Same old, same old. Like I mentioned in last game too, one thing that's interesting to me that I think was smart is that they kept your side of the jungle pretty much the same. But then the entrances and the river is where things get different. I think that was a smart way to do it so that players aren't overwhelmed by the change, and then it's whenever you're playing in neutral or offensive positions, then it's gonna be a different experience. Things will play out a lot differently. You have a big old wall right here. It makes the ganks pretty obvious too. Where the lanes are so big. The lanes are so big, it's like, yeah, it's pretty obvious that Nocturne should be farming, right guys? Right laners? Can we all agree? No, Nocturne should gank my lane level 3. Okay. Alright. Oh! Nice one. Close. Finish up my camps right here. I feel like we're on okay pace. Gonna save our smite to try to fight Mr. Hecarim. I'll be honest, I wasn't paying attention to where he started. And if we can do a double full clear with, I think, 1 scuttle, then I'm pretty sure we have the gold for Noon Quiver. But even if we don't have the full Noon Quiver, that's probably alright. You get 2 longswords, it's very comparable to recalling with just a pickaxe on the first recall. Or even an Iron Spike Whip. Smite! Alrighty, I don't have E. Q. Take that. I'm fine. We win this. E, W, auto, 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 Q, flash, auto, 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 auto. Close. If I didn't take as much damage from Yasuo early. Oh, I don't get the Noon Quiver. Longsword, dagger. Get back out there. My golems will be up fast enough here. But yeah, I took too much damage from Yasuo too early. That ignite. I don't know if he used it, but that won't help. Back to my camps. I got the Scuttle Crab, though. Phew. And then generally, too, I'm pathing topside here because they have these 2 melee champs, just like the first game. And then it's going to be much easier for me to fight those champs level 5, level 4 to 5 than it would be an entire Caitlyn and Hui, you know? Long-range ADCs, you want to avoid them early game. And then once you're level 6, that will be the time to start trying to attack them. Alrighty, we're level 5. Now the Void Grubs are spawning, but we're just going to stay on the wolves here. This guy will get beat up a little bit, but he'll be fine. I don't see too much sense of skipping the Wolves and Gromp here, just to start the Void Grubs. They're definitely not that meaningful, and if I start them, then I'm spinning abilities on them. If the Hecarim was to find me, it'd be a bad look. And then the laners will hit level 6 on this wave too. This is what I kind of found out last game too, is that you have to fight these bad boys level 6. So if your laners are stronger than theirs level 6, pathing top also gains some value. Now Set probably warded the river here, so it's an ulti in. Oh, Hecarim's right there. Moving. E. Oh, that's right, I don't have my flash. See ya. E. Auto Q. I'm so dead. Hecarim dealt 600. Noon Quiver. Longsword. And back to my respawning camps. Who up feeding on PBE? Oh, I also had tier 2 boots. I didn't stand a chance. Nocturne has boots too. Dude, boots are so strong. Where the map is so much bigger, it is so strong. So we definitely shouldn't fight like that, huh? Guys, is there a Hecarim right here? I'm coming in. Q. W. E. Come on. Yes, he's feared. Auto. Auto. I won't be able to catch that. Auto. Q. Okay, thank you. Smack. Yes. Run. This guy is out of mana. Alrighty, man. I'll see you next time. We survived. Probably only because Hui is not really a champion. We got pretty lucky there. Now, if this guy stays and I do a camp fast enough, maybe I could ult him. Damn, we heal quite a bit right there, too. Ah, we're just not level 6 off Raptors. Go free, Caitlyn. Alrighty, so we have this Noon Quiver, do a little bit of fighting. And the Hex Tech play is not far away here. We do have 3 kills. That's juiced us up in gold a little bit. But we would only have to do 1 or 2 more clears in a real game to try to actually have the Hex Tech, or the, damn, I always call it that, the experimental hexplate completed. That guy's level 6. I could just recall. I think that's in my best interest. Everyone's running away. Bang. Alrighty, so now that we got this completed, again, our ulti is on a 95-second cooldown, which is not bad. With 2 Ultimate Hunter stacks, that's going to give us 11, 40, so we have 41 ability haste on our ulti. That's pretty good. That's way more than we could have got on live, for sure. Because you can only get the 15 or 20 ability haste. I'm coming in! He also has that big shutdown. Now, I've already used my E, so I want to give it a second. Ulti. Q, W, auto. 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 Nice, we're rich. Get that extra attack speed, that extra movement speed. Your tier 2 boots don't matter now. I just signed a deal, I'm on. Hecarim's bot side. Okay. He has blue buff, so I can probably take his red side camps here. If we do like 6 camps, our ulti will probably be up by the time we're done. This clear speed is really good too. Like the Noon Quiver just keeps being impactful. You might be thinking, why build this over the old Stridebreaker? Well, Stridebreaker is not the same item anymore. The Stridebreaker now doesn't give you ability haste, which is all bets are off for Mr. Nocturne. We need ability haste. We need ultis. So that's pretty low, but we outnumber them right here. I'm coming in. Q. E onto Yasuo. Auto. W. Smite. Auto. 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 Flash. Auto. Well played. He just walked the other way. Well played. Let's take the Void Grubs. Not my best move. Let's take the Void Grubs. Here they are if you haven't seen them. They're purple and look pretty ugly. They don't deal any damage. They give you some gold as you go here too. You can smite each individual one, and they give you this buff called Touch of Void. And what that buff does for you and all your allies is whenever you hit a turret, then you're going to apply true damage that is, it's true damage over time. And then that will have everyone be dealing more damage to the turrets as they lane. So kind of equating to more gold. And then if you get 5 stacks of this, they will also spawn the funny minions that these guys spawn. Kind of as like their mini attack or whatever. It will spawn those so you'll have more minions to hit the turret with. And that's the whole shebang. Alrighty, let's reset. After a fight objective, it's time to reset. We're sitting on a lot of gold. Alright, so we're going to do Ninja Tabby, and then we're going to do Axiom Mark as our second item here. Our ulti will never be on cooldown ever again. Let's blast this bad boy off. All the camps are up. We should be a, you know, a smart, reasonable citizen, but I'm just going to keep blasting off ultis. Take it. I'm here for you. We got this. Ulti. Q, W, E. Smite. Auto. 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 The movement speed is so beast. Auto. Q. Auto. I'm fine. I'm fine. Auto. Q. Auto. Auto. It's so crazy. I win. I have so much attack speed. So you get that initial attack speed, 35%. That's going to help you build up your lethal tempo. It's just... let me put the stat right here so you can keep track of the attack speed right there. And you'll see it goes to like 1.9, which is a lot. Alright, this is not an easy gank. Auto, auto, auto. Let's just not do this. Let's get out of here. Karthus has ulti, but I don't have that much ability haste, huh? Run! Q. Sorry, sorry. W. Oh, she didn't use E. Do a little farming until our ulti's back up. This is honestly pretty beast. I feel like I have way more uptime on the ulti than I do on live. It feels like I can do 3 camp play, which is pretty crazy for Nocturne. It's pretty crazy like how early it's online. Given I've got 6 kills, that helps. But even if this was online at 14 minutes or 16 minutes in an even game, that would still be very good. Ulti is basically up. Moving. Q. W. E. Auto. This guy. Auto. 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 Schmack. Schmack. It's time to ult someone. It's up. Why would Caitlyn be bought? I'm almost in range. So getting to level 11 is still going to be pretty important so that you get that extra range on the ulti. Q. W. E. Auto. 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 Schmack. 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 Alrighty, I'll do an objective. Okay, you've convinced me. I'll do one. Do I have Axiom? Close. I'm not going to recall until I get that Axiom Mark. Axiom Mark building out a Brutalizer and Caulfield's Warhammer. So it gives you a mix of AD, ability haste, and lethality. Basically any item that will build out of Brutalizer will do that. Won't be a full lethality item. And then gives us 55 AD, 18 lethality, 25 ability haste. And then whenever we get a kill or assist, then it will reduce our ulti cooldown based on our percentage armor pin, which we don't have a lot of, but we might get there. We could get 2 lethality items. You have a lot of options here. You have the Shereldas, which builds out of this, so it's an armor pin item as well. Voltaic, who gives a fuck? Anyways, let's get level 11 and get Axiom Mark. I dealt no damage. Wow. This guy's pretty juiced, it's whatever. So with level 11 you get more range on our ulti. Look at the minimap. Bang! That's the extra range we get. Axiom Mark. Now our ulti is on a 1 minute cooldown. That's so crazy. Let's get a blue trinket. Get a longsword, figure out what we build later. Doesn't really matter. Ghost Blade, like all these lethality items, a lot of them give you movement speed and whatnot. I'm thinking Collector, that's just more damage overall. This one has stacking AD, this one has movement speed. Edge of Night wouldn't be bad either, but we already have some HP. So let's go blast off an ulti, make someone pay for existing. Now the Caitlyn and Set are moving together, it seems. We've completed our red smite, that'll give us more damage and a slow, so now we get movement speed and we slow the bad guy here. Q, W, E, auto, 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 auto. Auto, auto, auto. Outplayed, who's with me? That is the outplay of the century right there. Who does it like Nocturne? And then 39 seconds on my ulti. That's crazy. That's genuinely good. Come ult me, I dare you. W. That Hui hit me from there? That's a real champ, I think. Moving! He still has ulti. He still has ulti. No, he didn't ult. I need to heal, guys. My ulti's coming up. Moving. Q. E. W. Auto. 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 Ah! Oh, the Hui stuff. It dealt 400. Damn, I should have flashed. It wasn't even Hui's ulti. It was just this long-range move. Serrated Dirk. See ya. Oh. Serrated Dirk now only 1,000 gold, but you lost 5 AD. So, it is what it is with that one. Severing Bolt. And then his items only dealt 55, so that's not too bad. This new AP item gives him charges, and then the support item also just gives him bonus damage for hitting abilities. Alrighty, let's try for the Rift Herald. There's only one Rift Herald in the game now, and it spawns at 14 minutes. And then you get to control it. So Rift Herald becomes kind of more contentious. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting the pacing where you get to like fight for so much so early, I think. We'll see how it is when it goes live, but I think like there's really a lot to fight over. So there'll probably be a lot of like value judgments you have to make in game, and then those will really determine who the good and bad players are. Alrighty, we got the Rift Herald, that's good. Let's blast an ulti off, show these guys that existing is not allowed. Hey, there we go. Q, W, E, auto, auto, auto. Okay, can't follow that. We got our flash, but since we didn't kill, our ulti will be on cooldown for an extra 20 seconds. E, smite, auto, 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 auto. That guy is so squishy. His support item gives him HP, but not enough. Let's try to drop the Rift Herald here. Can try to take this mid turret. So you get to choose where you drop it. And then whenever it's placed, you can hop right in this bad boy and then control him. You get to choose where he goes. Schmack. Then he'll spawn the funny minions, deal damage just like he used to. And then you can control him again. Make him not smack into the wall. Yeah, he loses HP. Alrighty, GG. See you in the next game. Welcome back, game 3. Trying out this weird skin. I mean, it's not a new skin, but it's looking weird, that's for sure. Against Mr. Brand Jungle. I'll stay true to the build. I think this hexplate, 3 games in, this stuff is genuinely good. First ulti is 90 seconds. Like 98 seconds if you have any Ultimate Hunter stacks. So that's good. And then with hexplate completed and Axiom Arc, the ulti is on a 1-minute cooldown. And if you get a kill, it goes to 40 seconds without Boots Lucidity. That's very good. That's genuinely good and like better than live in a lot of ways. Because on live, you have to buy a lot of ability haste. Nocturne likes the ability haste for his ulti. Having more Qs and more Es and more Ws doesn't really matter. The second Q matters, sure. But other than that, you won't benefit at all from the ability haste. The whole reason we build it is for more ultis. So I like this. I like this item. I'm sure I'll like it on champions like Warwick too. Warwick might have to take a detour of building things like Tiamat, But this is a super solid item for basic champions that rely on their ulti to a huge degree. Q. Then when I say that out loud though, movement speed and attack speed on Warwick ulti? Probably not. He probably just builds Titanic Hydra into Terminus. Terminus? You know what I mean. Noob down. Q. Alrighty, let's finish this full clear. Oh, wow. No mid gank for me. And then I have no clue. What the? Brand really clears that fast? Q. E. W. Auto. Well, you better flash. Okay. Oh, I don't have smite now. Q. He really didn't shoot the Q. That was good on him. Well, we're playing on 100 ping. I'm not going to really chance that one. Alrighty, Riven needs to crash the wave. But it looks like she doesn't care about that, huh? Alrighty, back to my respawning camps here. The brand is going to be on the bot side. Camera's so annoying. Oh, the camera's so annoying. Give me my items, man. Just get out there. I was trying to danger ping them, but my key that's binded for danger ping just locks the camera on PBE. I don't know what to do. It's fine. Brand jungle clears so fast, though. What a weird champion. He clears so fast and then has, like, nothing to do. What, are you going to invade me on Brand jungle? Go ahead. Got my funny spell shield. And then if I land Q on Brand, he's kind of screwed. Because Brand has no mobility. Q. Alrighty, we're going to be hitting level 5. We're not super juiced yet, but I kind of like that. Make it even. My urge to cross through mid is pretty high, but there's no good reason. Ahri won't be level 6, and that guy is basically full HP. I don't really like this skin very much. Skins that have like these soft sounds, I don't like them. I like the good old like Quake sort of things, the confirmation, ding, and then like a brutal slicing sound. Top lane's kind of getting owned. Yon has no TP, so I could try to catch this wave. Just doesn't look like Riven's pushing it too fast. And then I know that Brand finishes as clear on the top side, so instead of starting the Void Grubs, I'll wait things out here. Ahri should hit level 6, so let's try to flank. Okay. Ahri's only 90%. I guess we can go all the way around. Man, they see me. Q. E. W. Auto. This guy's good at holding his Q. But he missed it, so suppose you die. Q. Alright, let's start the Void Grubs here. I completely missed him with the Q. Pretty sure I have enough time to do these. These are pretty light objective, it feels like. I mean, I usually say that these bad boys don't deal damage, but it feels like they're dealing damage right now. It's whenever I kill them, I get the sustain. I wonder if like whenever you kill a jungle camp, you get a refund on missing health and mana. Bang. I don't know if I get that from killing them, though.
An enemy has been slain.
And the tricky part, too, is that they have that shield. Nice, for level 6. They have that shield, and that shield will, like, trick you on your smite. Not exactly seeing an ulti angle here. Riven's kiting out the E, yeah? Until Riven really overcommits to a trade here, I don't have anything. I want to reset bot. But you know Riven's going in. Q, E, W, auto, 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 moving, auto, auto. Nice, shut down, I'm rich. Give me to the experimental hexplate faster. Q. So if I take this whole wave, now let's hit every CS. And get the turret plate. Nice, we'll have just enough gold. Here's the Touch of Void buff too. An extra 70, 90, 117, 135 true damage to the turret. Because I took the Void Grubs. The Void Grubs give you a good amount of gold, it seems, too. Nice, so Experimental Hexplate. For our next ulti, we'll have way more ability haste. And then back to our camps, easy. Level 6, 61 CS, 2 kills. Don't mind if I do. And then we have 2 Ultimate Hunter stacks, so that's giving us 11 ability haste on our ulti. And I'll keep this stat up so that you guys can see the attack speed and pay attention to it during the fights because we get 35% bonus attack speed when we ult in, and then we build up the rest of that bonus attack speed with the lethal tempo. But that initial bump of the attack speed helps you build up that lethal tempo. This guy says Brand is still OP. I think I believe him. I just don't know if Brand has a great build path compared to on live. Guess we'll see. The enemy Lucian's AFK as well. Well played. Finish our clear here and my ulti will be back up. That's not too bad. That is not bad. Dude, this item's just good. This item's just genuinely good. With the blue buff, we'll get more ability haste as well, so that will also play into our ulti cooldown. Right now it's 95. Kill the blue buff, and then our ulti gets 6 seconds off it. Which is okay. Riven's full HP in level 9, so that's not going to be our ulti target. I can go top and defend the turret, clean up the minion wave, but I'm not looking to kill this guy. Instead, it'd be better to ult someone who's actually weak.
An enemy has been slain.
If she messes up all of her abilities, I have a chance. Alrighty, let's reset. She just gave up. You don't want these caster minions? Boots, let's see. It's going to be an easy Merc Treads, I feel like. Mr. Brand, Hui, and Sona. And then getting tier 2 boots earlier. Our only other option would be long swords, which is fine. Just deal more damage is hard to beat. But where they rely so much of dealing enough damage with 3 AP sources, it'd be pretty irresponsible to not get the Merc Treads early. Get some magic resist. 2 Hex Tech alternators, you know what I'm saying? All the Sorkpin boots will be coming in. Then we can get our offensive thing next with getting the Axiom Arc. Making our ulti cooldown go down even more. We have 90 seconds on the ulti now. That's not bad. That's a minute and a half. Minute and a half, and then we can just ult. Let's do the dragon here. I don't know what the hell the enemy's doing. If he's not clearing his camps, I don't know. Mrs. Sona, do you want to die? You can if you want, but you don't have to. You do not have to walk up to this wave. I promise. Ulti. Q, E, W, auto. See ya. Yep, Sona has some of the lowest armor in the game, so that's a free kill. Clean up this wave a little bit. Oh, Brand took the Void Grubs. We do not care. Ouch. Let's try for the Gromp here. This is so convenient, this bush. Run. And then I'll just go back to my camps. Our ulti's on cooldown, so just like the classic fundamentals of Nocturne, ulti's on cooldown, it's back to farming. And then as we finish our full clear on that Gromp, that's when our ulti will be back up. Super, super consistent too. So let's see if we can utilize our ulti being up immediately. Because if we get all this ability haste in the ulti, there better be a reason to cast it, right? So let's finish our clear, and then whenever we finish our clear like this, we can't recall and then spend our ulti later, you know? We want to be maximizing the value. So we do miss out on getting the recall off, having more AD, and then going for an ulti. But then again, if you were just clearing your camps, you would have like 15 extra seconds to play with. So even more reason to play Nocturne the right way. Let's go top, 13 seconds. Let's go River, actually. River gives us options. And then 13 seconds on our ulti. We got a noob. Ulti, Q, E, W, auto, auto. We're feared. Nice. Pyke finishes him off with the ulti, and just like that, I'm rich. Killed the bad guys, let's hit this turret. With our Touch of Void buff, we're gonna take the turret faster. Good work, team. Alrighty, ulti's on cooldown, back to farming. Let's not farm too long. We don't want to go all the way back to these camps because we've spent so much time farming prior. We have too much gold. So we can take the neutral here, which is the scuttle. Get gold from the turret, get gold and XP from the scuttle, send her home. Time to spend that gold. Both these guys purchased their guns. We'll do Merc Treads into Axiom Arc. Brutalizer, Longsword. Let's get back out there. We'll swap to Blue Trinket now. This will allow us to get more ultis. And we're looking for level 11. That reduces the ulti cooldown and gives us a higher range, which is where the real juice is. If you've noticed, the map is a lot bigger. Like, look at mid lane. That's a wide lane right there. You could fit a whole truck through that thing. So having more range on the ulti just gives you more accessibility. As well as more damage, as well as a lower cooldown, as well as having more impact, because the more ultis you get off, the more chances that you have to compound interest in the game and then actually take over. So you want to get as many ultis off as you can as Nocturne, and that's really why I'm building these items. I just need like 2 more camps, but... Oh, nice. Wait, I think this is a lie. It says Scuttle's spawning bot, but I've already taken that one. Kill this guy! Ulti! E, W, auto, 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 Q, auto. Owned. Then our ulti's only on a 1 minute and 20-second cooldown. So now we put another point in that. Bang! Our ulti is on a 69-second cooldown. Nice. Give me more gold. Schmack, run! Whoa. It's a bit much. They got a whole Riven coming too. I'm just gonna be farming camps. You guys can do you. That's a TP as well, guys. Ahri has ulti. They need to pull them into me. Oh, nice. Q, E, auto, auto, W, auto, auto. Smack. Smack, 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 Q. See ya. Axiom Arc. How much damage did I take? 900 from Hui, 400 from Riven, 300 from Brand. Brand could only get 1 ability off on me because of the spell shield. Alright, so Axiom Arc gives us 55 AD, 18 lethality, and 25 ability haste. And whenever a champion dies within 3 seconds of us damaging them, it refunds 15% of your ulti's abilities total cooldown. Why is that? I feel like that's worded so weird. Anyways, 1 minute cooldown on our ulti, and then if we kill someone, it goes to 40 seconds. We don't need this Yu-Gi-Oh text down here. Alrighty, so Rift Herald spawns at 14 minutes, and it only spawns once now. So let's try to fight for this, and if anyone shows on the map, I'm gonna ult them. Let's see, let's put a blue trinket right there. Hello! Ulti! Q, E, W, auto, 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 auto. That guy was kind of living for a little bit there. It's not like we have that one-shot burst, but we have so much juice. We have the movement speed, the attack speed, the HP, and a lot of AD. We have a whole lot of AD behind us. And then bang! Ulti is up in 35 seconds. That's so good. It's especially good when you can attack side lanes. As Nocturne, you probably don't want to fight around mid too often in the mid game because there'll be multiple people grouped up. But in the side lane, you'll always be able to find someone trying to farm, and then you can 1v1 them, or even 1v2 them if your laner's there. Nice. Ulti's in 8 seconds. Let her rip. Ulti. E, W, Q. Moving. Now I got nothing to follow, huh? Well, that's my champion right there. My ulti's down, back to farming. Then if we don't kill someone, we pay the oh so expensive price of having our ulti down for an entire minute. I know. An entire minute. They're all magic damage too, man. Should I really do this on PBE? Build Maul of Malmortius against a full AP comp, basically? There's just something not right about that. 11 seconds on my ulti, so... Sona has to die. I'm sorry, Sona. I'm sorry. Ulti. Q, E, W. Auto, auto, auto. 46 seconds on the ulti. Q.
An enemy has been slain.
I think it's balanced too. So long that Nocturne's not one-shotting in these scenarios, I think this build is actually balanced. Alrighty, let's reset. Hex Drinker and a longsword, and I'm probably going to hell for building defensive in PBE. Baron's up in 30, let's try to play for that. Guys, my ulti's up in 4 seconds, here I come. Ulti. Q, E, W, smite, auto, 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 auto. You know, I haven't really been able to show off the movement speed part of all of this, because everyone just stands still and then dies on PBE. Like, whenever you have to chase them, that part's gonna be, like, the strongest part. EW, auto, 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 see ya. That part's gonna be one of the strongest parts of this item. Alrighty guys, let's play for the Baron here. This is another change. Whenever the blue or red buff is purple, and then you kill it, just wait. And you kill it, everyone gets red buff. Check them out. Everyone on our team has red buff. The Baron Pit changes based on the Dragon Soul. Or maybe it's random, I don't know. Hey guys, who wanna come help? Whoa. Let Rel tank this. Please use another ability. I can't spell shield that one. Why is it hitting me? Ulti! E, auto, 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 Q. Suppose I die. There was 3 of us on her. Suppose I... Some things with Riven never change, huh? But you have all MR. You're not wrong, man. I'm not really seeing another item I could get that's like new and really changes anything. Wit's End is adjusted, giving you tenacity, like no AD at all. It's so weird. 65 magic damage on hit, that's so weird. And it's 50 magic resist. Like what the hell? I think I'll take the Maul of Malmortius instead. But you have a bunch of attack speed. You're not wrong. Not wrong, but Maul gives me life shield. And a big old spell shield. I haven't farmed the jungle camps in quite some time, huh? The Rel finds Brand. I want to ult someone. Oh shoot, I have Rift Herald, that's right. Alright, check it out. With the Rift Herald, you get to choose where you can drop it. Hold on. Ulti! Q, W, E, auto, auto. Moving, moving, moving! And I have the speed. Nice. So you can drop the Rift Herald, and then you can jump in this bad boy. And you get to control where he goes. Now he's going to go the direction in which you jumped in from. Let's drift this bad boy. You know, if you got good steering, then you can end up where you're trying to go. Such as the top lane. Sorry. Well, sorry Rift Herald, I think I've doomed you. My bad. Huh. It looks like everyone's dying. Oh. Really? You want to go in? E, W, smite. Auto. Q. Vision, ulti. Auto. Q! I really don't deal enough damage. Nice one. Maw of Malmortius. And I feel like we should round this out with some armor pin. It's getting pretty late in the game, and I can feel that I'm not dealing that much, like, smacking damage. This is where, like, in the build, like, things fall off compared to on live. If we go Black Cleaver second, we don't have to deal with all this, because we would have that armor pin. But then another option that we have is Shirelda's. But Shirelda's is a different item, building out a Brutalizer and Last Whisper, giving us 45 AD, 15 lethality, 15 ability haste, and 22% armor pin, as well as slowing enemies that are under 50% health, so it doesn't initially slow them. So since they're all pretty squishy, I think that I just go for Black Cleaver, so that I get more HP for myself, and then still have some armor pin as we go. So let's do it like that. Guy says, Ignite is broken. I kind of agree. Every single game I play on PBE, the anti-heal and like the little bit of damage it deals is strong. Let's fight these guys. I got ulti. I'm looking for level 15 so I can have more range on my ulti too. E, W, auto, moving. Got the fear off, but I can't move into him. He has two mages behind him. That is why we did not move into him. Can't really help with this. Oh guys, this fight sucks, but I'll be here. Waiting for 33 seconds. Okay. Q. 19 seconds. Just give it a sec. You know, she's a slow starter, but just give it a sec. Run! Mate. W. Fuck, I'm so screwed. No. I mean, at least I got her flash. I didn't get my W off fast enough. And unfortunately, the 100 ping is not an excuse. I just didn't press it fast enough. I build all this magic resist and I find myself in 1v1s with Riven. I'll have to build Black Cleaver too, so 25 ability haste, whereas Black Cleaver just gives us 20. And then we would lose out on 20 refund on our ulti, but we would get a lot more consistent stats, to say the least. Axiom's obviously going to be a snowball item in which you get a bunch of lethality and AD, but Black Cleaver is going to give you the same amount of AD, 400 HP in exchange for 18 lethality. Similar ability haste, but then percentage armor reduction on the target that you're hitting. And you're going to be hitting them really, like, consistently because you get that extra attack speed on the ulti. Q, W, E. That guy instantly died, huh? Alrighty. I'm just going to do the Baron for once here. Wrap this bad boy up. Yep, I'm pretty sure Black Cleaver is still the juice. So a little bit of experimental hexplate into Black Cleaver seems pretty consistent. The music changes whenever you hit Baron. Nice. Alright, let's wrap this bad boy up. Oh yeah, Phage now gives you movement speed for attacking the enemy. It doesn't heal you anymore. That's such a better component item. For a jungler, at least. The sustain part was so bad. Alrighty, don't ult the Riven, because I only have MR items. Don't do it. Ult the Sona, though, don't mind if I do. Q, W, smite. E, auto. Smite, auto, 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 auto. Nice. Run! Okay, okay. Q, I'm helping. See ya. That guy's level 18. To be fair, I haven't farmed a jungle camp in like 17 years. Riven has Death's Dance too. All of these are like HP and sustain items. So it'd be good for me to have Armor Pin and Anti-Heal. Pretty sure Mortal Reminder. Oh, this is still in the game. Pretty much the same item. Bob, where's the... Oh, there he is. Ulti, E, Q, auto, auto, auto. What? Just gonna get the movement speed anyways, man. Q. Smite. E. W. Q. I got too much magic resist for this guy. Oh, now this is actually the plan. We push the lane that the Riven's not in. Genius!
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Hit the funny... Okay, she all-ins that guy. We hit the turret. Run! E, W, auto. Whoa, 600? This item makes it where your first basic attack against the champion crits and heals you for 160 plus 6% of missing health. You just crit me for 600! Give me a cloth armor. What is that? Basic attack R, like what is that? Okay.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
You know, once the game goes past the mid-game and it's not like instantly snowballed, Axiom Arc does seem kind of bad. It seems kind of useless, but it is funny in the mid-game. You can't knock that. So then with an armor item, we can choose this new thing, Steel Sigil, which allows us to build into either GA or Death's Dance, which is pretty nice. It's pretty cool how you can have that option. You don't have to just sit on a bulky chain vest. You don't get the 50 armor, sure. That's okay. I'm thinking GA this game if I was going to get anything. It's so cool how everyone gets the buff, though. Like, supports with a red buff. That's so strange. And you'll be able to time these buffs, too, so... It'll be like, don't take the buffs until the objectives are up. Things like that. Alrighty, let's fight. We got double buffs. Smack, 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 smack. Q, E, W. Smack. I'm getting owned. Q, I can't even kite into Riven. Run. Nobody died, so I don't get an ulti reset. Well, 140 on Baron, guys. We got our GA. Big. Welp. Ooh, this guy's super low. You're dead for sure. What? He wasn't there? But he was moving forward. What? See ya. Cute. Well, I don't know what else to do other than farm until the Baron's up in 1 minute. Hey, looks like we got a turret. Here's the new Scuttle Crab. Whenever you kill this guy, he gives you vision of the area. So just like the red and blue buff where you would time it, right? It's like, oh, Baron spawning, bang! You get to see all around, and it exposes where wards are. Very nice, very nice. These red things are whenever it's the Infernal Soul and they give you movement speed. There's just all these sort of little bonuses. I would ult into a 1v2 here. Nice. Sona left. Wow. He dealt so much more damage this time, it felt like. 30 seconds on my ulti. Kill the ribbon. Take out the boss. E, smite. Auto, auto, auto. He's down. That guy's more important than the Nexus. GG. Final score 13, 5, and 7. Mr. Brand, Mr. Brand. Try to invade me on my blue buff. See how much damage we dealt. Final damage dealt, 29,000. That is not bad. Yeah, the Axiom Mark felt like it fell off in the mid into the late game where we weren't super snowballing. So I feel like Black Cleaver would still be pretty much the standard as your second item. But if you went Axiom Mark into more lethality, it'd probably make more sense because it would also reduce the cooldown of your ulti more. But it would have to be a lethality item with ability haste, probably. But maybe not, you already get so much. We'll try out more stuff later, but hope you guys got enough out of the video. It's hard to get consistent games recorded because you never know how long a PBE game will be, but this one was good. First two or whatever, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. More PBE coming soon. Alrighty, peace.